it's to create some sort of titan, some sort of mecha something used to destroy the high forest. You guys also met Elucia, who was just kind of, we didn't really meet him, he was just kind of sleeping, and you left him to his devices. And you started to make your way further through these halls. And as you convened with some of the drow of House Freth that had earlier came in to plunder the Lich's lair of treasures, you guys had moved forward, and the hobgoblins have been rallying their troops while this has happened. And as you came around the corner, you're basically hit with a barrage of arrows. Roland, with some quick thinking, was able to pull up a wall of force to block the incoming cordon of arrows. And as you guys moved back and withdrew, so did the hobgoblins. And we ended the session with you guys kind of breaking away. You can still hear their war cries, but you can be sure that they are adamant on not leaving, giving up their beneficial territory of the anti-magic field. Darius, you still got the Spirit Guardians up. Brew, you've got Bardic Inspiration, and you're invisible. Roland, you're concentrating on the Wall of Force. As the Wall of Force was put up, it didn't take the hobgoblins very long to see the effects of that. So for now, they have stopped firing arrows. And the other hobgoblins just around this corner, they have withdrawn. There's only a 5-foot gap. And yeah, the hobgoblins aren't so inclined as to run into the Spirit Guardians. So for now, I've broken initiative. If you want to regroup or whatever you want to do now, you can do that. We'll take it from here.
So we obviously have a problem. I'm open to suggestions.
Move out of this area.
Yeah, you want to talk down lower?
As you guys stand here, a stray arrow whizzes by Brew's head.
I knew there was some up there.
Coming from this direction.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
Just like a little pot shot. It seems like the hobgoblins are, they're ready to fight. And if you give them line of sight, they'll shoot at you.
How about we move down to the south and we can reconvene. Maybe go around. There were hallways that went past to the west. We can just skirt around the anti-magic room.
We also gotta worry about the other goblins to the west.
Well, I think that if we go around that way, we might be able to.
As you speak, your voice is almost drowned out by the chants of the hobgoblins. They start to let out war chants in Goblinoid. Who get dasha? Wasta kashas? Who mata kata? Hushtala? Akaron! Akaron! Itelasta! And they keep on chanting like that. Their voices are thundering. And there is this male drow pulls in, kind of just arms crossed, leaning against the wall, looking at you all. He's actually smoking a cigarette. Didn't go to plan then?
I can't speak Elvish at the moment, so...
Fine, ignore me.
I'm not gonna wait.
Just thinking, but
on punks at the moment.
Well, we got those hobgoblins split. I mean, the group in the hallway down in the south that was just shooting at us. If we can get the spiritual guardians on them, they might go down. They're kind of. It's not the full mass. It's a smaller group.
Well, I don't think that they'll leave the anti-magic room is the issue. And the spirit guardians will do no good in there.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I thought it was further north.
No, that's directly. I think this is the same room that from before, So we've basically just made a big loop around.
Whoa! Don't get that spell near me! Hulzen backs up when he sees the spirit guardians coming near him.
Oh yeah.
I'm warning you! I will retaliate. Step no further.
Well, if we do want to try and take some actions against the hobgoblins, I would suggest that we hurry around and try to hit the hobgoblins that were in the west that were shooting Brute with so many arrows.
I agree. If we can take them out outside the anti-magic, then we should be able to take them out pretty quickly.
Because as long as they are stuck in the anti-magic room, they are essentially a non-threat to us.
Yes.
As long as we stay out of line of sight. Anyway.
If the anti-magic room is the same as the anti-magic room we came across previously, then the ones that are in the west might be near that fire giant.
I believe that they are. The fire giant is not very far. Which is why I posited that that room was this one and the same as the first one that we came across.
If we're gonna go after the ones in the west, then we should probably plan to fight the big ol' shieldy lady too.
Oh lord.
Well, she didn't seem inclined to attack us if we didn't mess with her, so hopefully that stays the course. If not, then we'll have to deal with this as it comes.
Is that the plan?
Well,
Quick
as long
hustle?
as we're not, as long as we're not standing around, I think that we have a shot.
I think
like
our
it.
best course of action. Yes, I agree. I think right now that is our best course. I'd rather do that than stand anyway.
All right, double time then, I suppose.
Wait! Where are you going? The drow calls out. Not really understanding the conversation you guys have had.
I say,
Watch out for the spirit gardens.
I call in Elvish. I'm like, I have to get by. Please step back.
Yes, but do entertain me. Are you retreating?
No.
Oh, you're going for a rear assault?
None of your damn business.
Fine. If you don't need our help, we understand. And he closes the door behind you guys as you leave. Alright, the 10-minute spells, they've got about 5 minutes left.
I'm gonna keep Wall of Force up, just to keep it up for the moment. I know it's not really doing us any good, but it's not harming us either. So.
Okay, you guys continue heading down this massive hallway. It's got a 50-foot high ceiling. It's huge. And it looks like another location where they could muster troops. You head past Doomcrown's former office and down near the room where the elusive Elusiar is. You head back around and you come to the other rallying hall where you could just imagine a massive troop of hobgoblins could muster.
Yes, this is where we killed the first group.
Yeah, that was
pseudo beholder.
Yeah, the gas spore exploded here, and there was the Death's Head training phalanx.
So here's the entrance.
Alright, yeah, you're back at the entrance.
Go on the other side now? Oh yeah, forget.
There's a hallway up to the left. Is this door closed?
It is closed.
Okay. I'm gonna be watching it, make sure it stays closed.
Alright, as you guys walk by, you can still hear like the disembodied voice of hobgoblins chanting. It's coming from the hallway to the north. You see the angry female fire giant, a full 20 feet high with her full plate, her tower shield 17 feet high each, basically like a plow that completely fills the entire span of the hallway. She's glaring at you all, but yeah, she really seems to be on the defense. She hasn't done anything outwardly aggressive towards you guys.
Should we python this door shut?
Well, I would say let's leave
It
it.
opens in.
I would say
damn it.
You can still like nail it shut. You basically, it's made of stone. You'd just be like, slamming a python through the door into the floor, spiking it.
Yeah, Brew will do that.
Alright, make an athletics check to slam it in. Alright, when you slam that piton into the door, immediately you hear some loud chanting of hobgoblins within the next 10 seconds, and there is some resistance on this door. Someone tries to open it, but it's not budging. And then you can hear like voices calling out, yelling out, and whatnot.
I'm sure they planned to be not able to open it.
And you can hear some voice, some conversating going on. As you seal off that entry point, you come down to the west. There's a 20-foot high hallway. It's 20 feet wide. It's all expertly carved dwarven masonry work from a bygone era. There is an enormous set of stone double doors veering off to the north, and the hallway continues on for as far as the eye can see, for even those of you that have the greatest vision.
Should we go through the doors or continue down the hallway?
Your vision's not really looking like 120 feet though, Cage. Is it 120 that you got?
Yeah, it is.
Let me reset it, because it's kind of looking like 90. But I'm just going to reset your vision and see if it changes anything. But it is dim light, so it's hard to see anyway.
Uh-huh.
So it basically by the edge of your vision, like it's basically just almost pitch black.
You guys want to check this door?
Let me
just
just
see if we can sneak around those goblins.
Just give you full vision just to make sure it is doing 120. So yeah, you can see up to the very end of the whole cage. That would be like true sight vision though. This is just dark vision. And it's clear.
Okay.
It is clear. There's no one down here.
We can check the doors. I don't see any reason why not to. It might connect up where the other hobgoblins were.
Might be more stuff.
And it's clear all the way down here, and then the looks like it goes north. I can barely see.
Are you still clinging onto that concentration spell, both of those concentration spells for a short while?
Okay.
These doors are like,
should...
they're 15 feet tall, these doors. Very solid looking stone doors.
Perhaps we should continue down the hall for now.
I like that idea.
All right, there's a hall that goes south here, so just beware.
All right.
I forgot. I keep forgetting I can see better than you guys.
Roland is taking everything you say on faith.
All right, just don't move too quickly now. I'll describe things as you see them. All right, around this corner, there is a domed chamber. It's about 20 feet high, and it's empty. There is a small hallway leading to another room to the east. And then you can see the tunnel wend around to the northwest, as Cage described earlier.
Yeah, it looks like it keeps going somewhere south, too. Nothing as far as I can see.
Where are the goblins still? I mean, the hobgoblins still chanting at this point?
Their chants start to kind of fade away slightly. You're moving away from them. As you come up to the next intersection, Ren, you actually kind of see two dead ends. However, at this perpendicular intersection of the two corridors, you do see that they are arched. Well, this one is arched. It's kind of like a buttress, about 15 feet tall. And there's a statue. It's 6 feet tall. It's a skeletal figure. butterfly wings sprouting from its back, and sharp bone spurs jut out from its forearms and elbows.
Well, that's nasty looking.
It's like a lich crossed with a pixie, basically. And there is a plaque at the base of it with a name. Can't really make out the name from this distance.
Arcteria, I presume.
The statue itself is on a 3-foot high stone base.
I'm interested. I'll go.
Alright, when you step there, you everyone just hold up. Right where you are.
Oh no.
Alright, first of all, Roland, you catch a glimpse of the name. It's Arcturia.
Oh. Oh, that's different.
And secondly, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Of course I do.
A,
Oh.
a rune traces itself on the ground. Very, very quickly. This glyph appears. And as it's like it's instant, within a second, this like kind of purple pentagram kind of explodes with a puff of magical sparkles. And you are transformed. And it's a little sound effect. There we go. You transformed into a gelatinous cube.
Oh!
Whoa!
Polymorph.
Alright.
Alright, and then we roll initiative. Alright, I'm going to give you control of the gelatinous cube character sheet, Roland, because that's who you are now.
No.
Oh no!
Alright, I got true polymorphed into a gelatinous cube. Okay.
Alright, you're hostile towards everyone, Roland, and
Oh, and I'm charmed.
if I set this up, no, you're not charmed, but you are hostile towards everyone, all other creatures, and you have to attack everything you can see. Alright, if I set this up correctly, you should be able to see, right? From the cube?
I don't see anything.
Oh.
I do now.
You do now?
I see now.
Okay.
Yeah, I see now.
Alright, so yeah, you want to go and attack everyone, everything.
Okay.
You hate the world. You've got the gelatinous cube character sheet. There is a
Yeah,
folder
I-
called polymorphs. It's if you need access to the sheet. You can also hold Alt and double click.
I got it up.
Yep, there is a folder I'll put up to the top of the journal with polymorphs in it. Alright, so he turns into a gelatinous cube and it starts coming towards you, Ren.
I'm so confused, but I guess as a cube, I
Same.
wouldn't know.
It's a 10-foot square
Would I have
jelly.
seen? Oh, I've seen that, so I'm going to hope if it's coming to me, towards me.
It's coming in your, in your direction. So because usually they're transparent, you can't see through them. So because it has neither moved nor attacked yet, you do have to rely on your passive perception to see it, and yeah, you can see it, Ren. If not, it'll be kind of hidden and you'd be attacking at disadvantage. Oh, you're good.
Okay.
It's transparent. This thing is completely transparent. It kind of looks elvish though. It's like an elvish.
I see.
Got an elvish face.
It's a more graceful type of
Well,
cube.
the cube has long ears on it for some reason. You don't know where they came from.
Long
Gelatinous
ears, very graceful. I will shoot it.
Hit.
I mean, yeah.
Do I have advantage because
Yeah, you've had
Okay,
advantage because of assassin.
okay, I was just making sure, but that's transparency.
Yeah, you've
Okay, let's.
got enough passive to see it. All right, that bolt bursts through the cube, taking out a chunk. It causes you to lose concentration as well on the wall of force.
I'm going to Roland's a cube. Roland's a gelatinous cube.
Oh, fuck.
Not again. He's always doing that.
Oh, that bastard.
Maybe I should have read the plaque. I can't be polymorphed. Oh yeah, needs a turn.
Cage.
All right. I'm gonna fire. Probably miss.
Yeah, natural one is a miss.
I'm gonna quicken another one.
Hit. 27 damage on the gelatinous cube.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Aim for the crossbow bolt.
It melts quite a chunk of it that just kind of puddles at its base.
Run away.
Brr.
What's going on?
There's a gelatinous cube up there.
Oh,
Roland is the gelatinous cube.
oh.
How did I get a negative 1.97?
Thank God you did.
I don't think I can get close enough to get line of sight on it this turn. I will just...
So you cut out when you said what you were going to do.
Oh, I'm going to dodge.
Dodge? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pavel.
This cube is gonna come. You better kill me, because the cube's gonna race around the corner. I'm telling you.
Okay. Having heard Ren say, Roland turned into a cube, I can't see it from here, even though I can see it, but Pavel can't see it because it's freaking corner. And this cube is like, you said it was translucent, so I won't be able to actually see it.
Depending on your passive perception, so yeah, you can't quite see it, Pavel, so you'd be at disadvantage. You only just roughly know. It's basically invisible in your eyes.
But okay, cool. But I knew, from what Red said, Roland turned into Giant's cube. I didn't see the effect happen. Is it possible for me to roll some sort of Arcana check so I can see what caused him to turn into this, and to see if I kill this form of him, it'll kill him himself? If that makes any sense?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check to see if you can recall lore of this type of effect.
I hope to God it's not permanent. It doesn't kill him.
Alright, to you, I mean, usually polymorph only turns creatures into beasts, so it's some sort of new whack polymorph that you can't recall. You don't really know. It's a super polymorph. You can't... You've heard of the name of it, but you can't quite put your tongue on it.
Shit. This actually might be
put your finger
serious.
on it. You can put your tongue on it if you want. It's on the tip of your tongue.
There it is.
If inside Pavel's heart, he just knows that I can't really know what the I don't really know what spell it is, and from what I know I'm repeating myself, but what Ren said, Roland turned into a cube and me not exactly pinpointing what it is, I'm gonna just take it safely. I'm gonna take the dodge action because, well, I don't want to accidentally kill him, my friend of mine.
Well, if you reduce if you knock out a polymorph creature, they revert.
If I knock him out.
Oh yeah, if you reduce them to 0 hit points, which would be, defeating them in combat, knocking them out, killing them. And then he should just pop back into his Roland form if it's a polymorph.
If it's a polymorph, which I don't know if it is, it could be something different, which makes me worried. I'm just gonna take one shot at him. That's all I'll do right now, just to get him a little bit lower. And yeah.
Hit. Alright, the flintlock pistol magic bullet fires out, takes a big chunk out of the cube.
That's
if I was
fine with
intelligent
me.
enough right now to speak, I would ask you why.
Scamp.
Hey,
Scat.
be happy that I told them the gelatinous cube was you. Cage wasn't even going to do that. Just going to say there's a gelatinous cube over there.
Scamp, don't shoot him with magic. Hit him or something. I don't know if we can bring him back.
This is his life now.
Just a gelatinous cube from now on. Be an interesting player character, though.
So, Lady Gondafrey was true polymorphed. And when she came out of it, she like aged rapidly and died.
Was she true polymorphed?
I think
What
so.
was she?
We don't know.
We
She was-
don't know.
Well, we
Well,
also know that she was in that form for a very, very long time.
That's true.
I had thought she said that what's his face? That I can't remember the name of now.
Manchun.
Beef guy.
Mention.
Yeah.
Took me
I
a
thought
minute to
he-
figure out who you're talking about.
I thought she had said that he had true polymorphed her and stuck her in the gargoyle form, and then he undid it
Possibly.
for us, and then she immediately withered and died.
I think that's more the fact
Good.
that of how old her true form really was.
I'm trying to remember if I tried to dispel her or not.
Yeah, you feel like Roland's are not even 6 seconds older than he was yet. Elves live a very long time, so you can't imagine that would happen.
I see.
Well, I mean, I can't go up and smack it with a staff. That's gonna do like crap all. I don't want to kill Roland. I don't really know what the spell does, so I'm gonna, after moving up and kind of looking at it, and then seeing how withery it is, and oozy, I'm gonna step back and roll. Go ahead and hold a staff action for if it happens to get close enough to whack it with the staff.
Okay.
Even though I don't suspect it's going to.
Darius.
Well, I'm all back of the bus and stuff, so give me a second.
Don't come with me with that horror.
Well, that's 70 feet. That was an action to dash, because... Or not, probably 70, I can only go to there. Boop. That's my turn, with a dash.
Alright, they're getting Ren in your spirit guardians.
Yeah, I can't be in
Oh,
your
no.
spirit guardians.
I'll drop it, it's fine.
Okay. He psychs you,
Thank you.
Ren. Psych.
Ah!
Alright, so yeah.
I know where you sleep.
Go crazy,
So-
Put a
Roland.
dagger to your throat.
Okay, so clarification on this, Seb. I have my movement speed, and then one of my actions is that I can move up to my speed. So does that mean that I can
Yeah.
do my movement and then do that?
Yeah, it's sort of like a
Okay.
built-in dash. And you're just like
Cool.
kind of slowly sliding along the ground.
And I'll do that to Pavel.
Alright.
Enough.
Alright, this cube just very rapidly moves towards you, Pavel. Alright, first of all, Scamp is going to smack the gelatinous cube. That's a hit.
And that hits.
And I want to do non-lethal damage is the whole reason for like the staff versus fire.
Sure.
Not that I'm gonna,
Uh,
you know,
you would literally
kill
You would have to roll a nat 1 to miss this thing, by the way.
Alright, you take a big chunk out of its Scamp, and you can see more of this like oozing pool of liquid start to form at its base. Pavel, you need to make a dexterity saving throw. This thing enters your space.
I'm rooting for you, buddy.
Well, shit.
You get engulfed. You go inside the cube, and you take 5 acid damage. You're engulfed. You cannot breathe, so you're suffocating. And you are restrained, and you'll be slowly dissolved by Roland's delicious acids. This is your new home now.
It tastes,
I say we
for
leave
long.
Roland and Pavel to their relationship.
it tastes almost like strawberries.
The acid?
It tastes like snozberries. The snozberries
You
taste like
do, Pavel.
snozberries.
I taste like strawberries? I had no idea. Shit.
Alright, so
Nice.
yeah, you've just been completely enveloped in a jelly, Pavel. You can kind of still see outside, but you can't move. Everything is kind of like a shimmering image, like a distorted image of the outside world. Ren.
Okay, I'll pull out my rapier and try to do non-lethal damage.
You can't really do non-lethal damage, but what you can do is, if you reduce them to 0 hit points, you can knock them unconscious instead of killing
Well,
them.
that's what I want to do. I don't want to kill.
That hits. And
Yeah, that's it.
alright, what happens is the cube just kind of vanishes with the same kind of puff of scintillating rainbow sparkles that it appeared with. Initiative is over. Pavel, you're freed. You just kind of fall out onto the ground covered in this slime. And Roland is on the ground, unconscious. 0 hit points.
0.
Oh, thank God I made the right decision.
You see Roland very gracefully fall to the ground, and you killed him, Ren.
He has a heartbeat.
Darius runs up and just puts his hand on his chest and says, "No, back to us.
So that's
I still
13.
need some
right?
music."
Yeah, he's still alive, he's still breathing. And he's
That's it.
kind of just, when elves are asleep, they're so majestic. So there it is.
Which
Fluttery
is
eyes.
weird because elves aren't supposed to actually sleep.
It's his Roland's very glamorous. He's very majestic. So when he sleeps, he looks very majestic.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like his hair's falling in just the right way.
Yeah,
So
he's like a sleeping beauty. And
that's 13, right? On the hit points.
No, it's just 8
Great Cleric max
virulence.
for
Oh, that's right.
Brought me
that's
back
right.
from 0 as a grave cleric. So
That's
Oh,
so
that's right.
cool.
So 8 and 5, yeah, 13.
I just had the strangest. I don't know, vision, dream.
Darius leans down very quietly and just says, Pavel was in you.
I'm gonna step far back and just
Wow.
look at Roland uncomfortably. Just a little bit uncomfortable. A tiny
Oh,
bit.
That's not good. Not
And
good
I-
at all.
Tap his chest again to say, that might be a talk you need to have with him at some point. Let him down gently or something.
Hey, was this Pavel's first special hug?
Not a special hug.
Technically speaking, it was a mermaid, unless that was not canon, which I understand.
Alright, in the place of where this polymorph trap is, you can still see this very lovely looking burnt out glyph.
Alright, well, I suppose that I'll have to curtail my curiosity when I'm on this level. Damn.
I think we're gonna have to look out for those glyphs too. For God.
Well, I mean,
Oh, it was
don't know,
completely invisible. You didn't see
I'm a
anything until you stood on it.
fairly perceptive person. I think the only way we really would have been able to see it is if we had detect magic up, and even then, there are spells that could hide that. But
Alright,
Kind
meanwhile,
of wish we had a herd of cows around to go trip all these traps.
as you guys are having this conversation, you can still hear the chants of the hobgoblins. They haven't stopped.
I'm going back invisible.
Yeah, that's a good point about detect magic. I'm gonna go ahead and cast detect magic.
Okay.
Cool.
For the spell.
Alright,
And Seb, I'll cast light on my shield just so I have a little bit better vision.
sure. Alright, you guys cast a couple of spells. And when detect magic goes off cage, I mean, there's always magic in Undermountain. It's coming off the walls,
Sure.
the floors, and the ceilings. It's not that powerful, though. It doesn't overwhelm you. You detect sources of magic coming from yourself and all of your allies, but no other sources of magic in the vicinity.
Okay.
As you make your way up further this way, the chanting from the hobgoblins kind of gets a little bit louder, suggesting that this would lead to them.
Stay there for a second.
Up around the corner, there is 2 doors. A hallway leading north and a room off to the east.
Is that another Arcturus statue?
No. There's a very dusty side chamber here, and it's a life-size statue of Halaster Blackcloak, carved from some sort of grey stone. He's thrusting his stone staff outward in a very threatening manner. You could swear that he's pointing it straight at you, Ren. And his visage is sculpted to look like he is insane. It's a look of wild abandon. And you recognize his signature robe engraved with hundreds of lidless eyes. The statue itself is set atop a 1 foot thick disc of this grey stone, and it almost looks like it's hovering above the ground. Now the goblin chanting's fairly loud up around the corner here.
Okay, I whistle for them to join me.
You whistle?
Oh no.
Oh wait, no, I don't. No, I don't. Yeah, I'm too close to the hobgoblins. No, I don't. I just come down. Follow me. There's a statue over here.
Are we planning to fight them?
Well, if we can catch them by surprise, I think that would be.
I'll use message to Ren and ask her if she got an eye on the hobgoblins.
No,
I don't.
I think she's
I'm
right
right
in
here.
front of you.
Do we want to put the lights out and try to take them?
If you guys, so quietly, I will say, if you guys want, I'll go peek around the corner. If I can get a fireball off, I'm going to run back.
You won't be able to surprise these hobgoblins. They're it's well
Yeah,
beyond that stage.
Okay.
Too amped up.
Yeah, they're ready. You know, they're aware of you guys.
What kind of numbers? Do you have a count, Ren?
You can't see them.
Seen them
You
yet.
can hear them. They don't sound too far away. It's not really too much chanting now. It's more the sound of clanking armor. You can make a stealth check, Ren.
Okay.
Alright, you come up around the corner and you're just kind of feeling the area with your true sight. It's a 20-foot wide hallway. It kind of angles around. And they sound very close. They're less than 50 feet away from you. Alright,
Right there.
as you move up, some of the hobgoblins, let me just check one thing, are standing here. They've got longbows drawn, and their attention is drawn straight towards you. The hobgoblins start to cry out, and rows of hobgoblin archers begin to line up. Some of them run by, and they quickly scatter into these loose formations.
Are we moving up? What are we doing, guys? Come.
Well, we haven't heard back from Ren.
Alright, when you step there, we roll initiative, Roland.
Oh fuck!
That's senior now.
Well,
I was just about to come back to you.
Yeah, they saw light sources. And then when you step out around the corner, they see you. Well, you can't see them, but they see you. Alright, Ren can, like... Well, she probably doesn't want to call anything out. But you can hear them drawing back on longbows. You guys won't be surprised. So, Brew, it's your turn.
I will draw out a war pick and just stand ready in action. If anything gets within melee range, I'll attack it. Well, and then let me be specific, an enemy.
Okay.
I don't know.
Roll it.
How far do they sound from my current position?
Alright, I'll use your passive perception. Alright, 17. Roll me a 1d4. Alright, between 70 and 110 feet.
Oh shit.
In this direction.
Okay.
In this direction.
Yeah. I'm going to turn to all the rest of the party that I can see, and I'm going to bonus action power chord, mental of inspiration for everyone except Dagger.
Wow, thank you.
Alright, anyone want to move?
Nothing.
I'll move right there.
Okay. You can use your action to move up. Eleven temp hit points for all. Darius moves up.
So we can't see them as the issue here.
Yeah, they rely on dark vision.
I am going to... I'm going to cast... Hold on just a second. I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility upon myself. With my action.
You vanish from sight.
I'm still here, everyone. It's just... well, no longer visible. So I'm going to...
As you look down the hallway, you do notice there is a stone door set against the wall here.
I might check that out later. Right now, I'm just going to back up. And that's my turn.
Ren.
Well, it seems like the party is going to wait for them to come to us, so I'm going back to the party.
Yeah, at first you thought they were looking at you, Ren, because they're like literally looking at you and pointing arrows at you, but you soon realized that they were actually looking beyond you.
I mean, in the darkness, it's hard to see them, so not a lot we can do.
Oh, I can see.
Don't want to rush him blindly.
Okay, I will pause right there.
Cage.
So I will step forward. And I'll land a fireball. Let's see, right?
I'll give you
I know
the
you're there, Roland.
I'll give you the template, and then you can
Nice.
put it
What did you say, Rin?
exactly where you want.
I know you're there.
Oh,
There we go.
It's all yours.
I like
Let
this
her
whole template thing. There we go.
You just
Nice.
See the horror on the hobgoblin's eyes as
Nice.
that explosion
Spicy fireball.
emanates
Oh my god.
in the center of all of them. And they just yell out, GOG! And then
Meant to do this.
there's a explosion. Smoke fills the air, and a multitude of hobgoblin corpses land on the ground, still on fire. They are
They meant to die.
instantly killed en masse.
I was hoping for that. Nice.
Clear out that entire section of the hallway.
Damn, nice, dude.
Oh,
I think I got my share.
Yeah, I would have fireballed, but I couldn't see where they were. So, and Ren was still down there, so.
I will step back. Say, oh. I don't know if there's more down there.
Alright, you hear more hobgoblins just yelling out, screaming, and moving. And I'm just going to do some movement. I mean, you just use this dead guy to see what you can see. Alright. A couple of hobgoblin run forward. They take the dash action. They charge you guys. 2 of them run in. Others line up. 2 ranks of 2. And I'm just gonna, I need to quickly see what they're seeing from their perspective. 1, 2, 3. Alright, there's 3 arrows shot at you, Cage. And yeah, you can see them, so there's no advantage or disadvantage. 3 hobgoblins try to pepper you with arrows. And 1 arrow hits you for 2 piercing damage. And just doing some more movement. Some hobgoblins are gonna like move up. You see a large group of hobgoblins kind of run past the hallway cage. They're heading like to the north somewhere, but they don't quite make it all the way behind the wall. Havel.
This may hurt. Anything happen?
Nope.
We're so used to getting pelted with arrows.
Same. I would have had the longbow out, and I know there's 2 guys here, but I'd rather be able to see stuff. So I'm gonna do an old tricky maneuver and cast light on my on one of the arrows of my my bow, and then release it as a bonus action because of War Mage down the hallway. Get me, Seb?
Is it can you do it with ranged attacks or it's only melee? I thought it was melee.
No, it's also I mean, it would just
Oh, it's just a weapon. Cool. Yeah, you can do that. Where are you shooting? Are you just shooting down the hallway, like in a random location?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
just
As
ping,
far as I can.
Ping where you wanna, like ping in the darkness. You ping where you shoot.
Okay. I will ping.
You're basically
right
picking a random location.
here.
Okay.
Right there.
All right. So you don't need an attack roll. Well, I'm making an attack roll. Actually, you should make an attack roll. Actually.
Okay, gotcha.
You shoot one in the head.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, because you have light, you can see the arrow, and it just kind of it hits the wall here, bounces on the ground, and it illuminates an entourage of hobgoblins. A lot of them are actually moving beyond this hallway up to the north. Some of them have advanced. Some of them have longbows drawn.
After that, as my free action, I'm just gonna, with one hand, flick them off and then go back down.
Scam.
kind of want to do a thing, but it also kind of would be overkill. Do I want to expend a 7th level spell slot on these guys?
That is a nice spell slot.
I'd save it for either the fire giant or the lich.
I actually agree with that, 100%.
More, so it'd be whirlwind, which is more suited for like big groups and not so much single attacks. We won't do it. Brew, do you want to go forward, or do you want to hang back out here?
Oh, I can go up there.
I'm gonna bonus action send Brew 30 feet forward, it's like there. And then I am going to main action Frostbolt on that hobgoblin. Right there.
Bruce basically looking like a porcupine at this stage.
Yep.
A few more arrows in his back, you won't even know the difference. Alright, as the hobgoblin's charging you, you feel like they're moving forward their ranks to get that martial advantage. He just drops. His arms freeze over, he falls, both his arms shatter into ice, and he's dead. Darius.
Well. Actually, trying to figure out what I would like to do. I guess I can't. Okay. I'm going to. I'll move up to here. That's as far as I can move. Oh, too far. And I will. Do I have the range? No. Short. Shit.
A short shit?
I can't.
I can do that as a free
Yeah,
action.
short shit. Awesome. Glad to know that. All of my spells are like 60 feet less. It sucks. I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. Brew.
Move up here. Take the dodge action.
Okay.
Bueno.
Shit's about to get real. Brew took dodge.
Arrows.
There's a good dozen of them up here.
Brew's dodge action is he just sticks his gut out and runs forward.
I'll turn and say to these hobgoblins, in common, I guess. Hey, any of you guys want to wrestle?
If we do, it's on purpose, they say. Rolling.
Alright, let's do some moving here. 15 feet. So I'll tell Ren that there's one hobgoblin that's kind of close. Maybe take care of him. Let's see. And Brew.
Do I look like your personal assassin?
Yes, yes you do. if you really must know.
I demand 5 gold for that service.
Oh shit, that's cheap. All right.
That's a good
I'll
price.
yell to Brew. Danger close.
All right.
Stole my thunder.
I just snapped it to the grid for you. Roll and move it where you think's good.
I mean, honestly, maybe like one back. I don't know. I think that's probably going to be maximizing anything I can see. So we'll go with that.
Ooh,
All right, they just yell out again, "Grog!" And it just clears that entire area of hobgoblins. They are absolutely incinerated.
Dead.
on top of the
Smoldering.
buddies of their incinerated fellow.
Oh, the hobgoblin captain yells out, "You catch on fire! You run around on fire! You fall to the ground dead! Good job, man!"
Well orchestrated.
It once again clears that entire view of hobgoblins. The smell of their burning flesh starts to flood these large halls.
Jeez, how many have we killed so far? It's crazy. It's a lot.
2 40-foot circles.
Then I'll move up here by Darius. Yeah.
The walls get a bit scorched and that as well. Nothing catches on fire, and you do see like there's like a bit of soot and stuff on these walls already. You feel like it's not the first time some fire has been thrown around in this place. Ren.
I will shoot this one.
Crit. Right. The crossbow
Dead.
bolt just
Oh my
it
god.
just goes straight into his neck. And he falls onto the ground. And then it sticks into this wall. And big tile chips off and falls onto the ground. And then another tile falls off and hits the hobgoblin in the head. Even though he's already dead.
Poor fool didn't even have time to say that he meant to do that.
And then 10. Gonna come back around the corner. And I'm gonna be AFK for a couple minutes.
Okay. Cage.
Is there any chanting going on?
No. No more chanting. You've humbled them. You can just hear a hobgoblin captain yelling out orders. "You! Smolder on the ground! Good work! Show them that we do not fear fire!"
I don't know that I have much to do, so. I'm just going to move up 30 feet, and then I'll take the dodge action.
Okay.
Let me get my. And then I'll be away from the keyboard for just 1 second.
No problem.
Are there drinks in the other room? Everybody's like,
Yeah.
That's what I was just wondering.
Damn, can you get me one too? Alright. 6 hobgoblins
Hey!
arrive here, and they march forward, pushing up
Yep, figured.
for a bit of a pincer attack. 7, sorry.
That's fine.
They all... None of them attack, though. They just spend their turns getting there.
Ah, the fools.
The fools.
2 hobgoblins who run around the corner, and they rush Brew. They have chainmail, shield, longsword, and they're trying to strafe him with their blades. At disadvantage. Miss, miss.
that should be a fair fight.
Whoa! To Acheron! They cry out.
Oh shit.
Pavel.
Okie dokie. Oh wait, wrong thing. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty nice, but that's wasting a big spell. For me, at least. Nah, I could just take up my gun. Okay, I'm gonna put away my bow, and take out my Commodore Special, and hopefully
Wait!
start drop.
Hand us the elf, and we'll let you live.
Which one said that?
You can't even see the elf right now, you dick.
We know you're hiding him.
Okay.
We know you're hiding him somewhere.
He's gonna get shot first.
That is. And
7 damage.
it kind of hits his chainmail. It pierces his armor, but it doesn't kill him.
You know what? I'm feeling a little ballsy, even though it's an 18 AC. I'm gonna go with sharpshooter. Our next one, at the same guy.
And that's a hit.
Yeah, he's dead.
Alright, this bullet penetrates his breastplate, killing him. Dead.
And this one, well, let's go with the back one. Yeah, let's kill that one right there. The one in the back. I just wanted to kill that one, but yeah. And let's see how my luck goes.
The offer's still on
Yeah,
the table, the hobgoblin says. And that's a miss.
Okay, I take off sharpshooter and shoot the same guy I was shooting before. Bonus action.
And that's a hit.
Damn.
The bullet
One.
kind of glances his shield, it cuts his arm, but a streak of blood flicks out behind him. He's looking quite hurt.
Come at me, fuckers.
Scamp.
I'm gonna frostbite at that one right there.
He screams out in pain as his arms turn to ice and then they just shatter. He collapses. Darius.
I am actually going to rush to here. And I'm going to do something I haven't done yet. I'm going to cast Word of Radiance to the 4 around me.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a fun spell.
Oh,
That's
I remember
It's a
that.
good one too.
Golden shockwave of radiant energy that emanates from you in all directions. And 3 out of the 4 hobgoblins scream out in agony, "Ah!" as their orange tinted flesh kind of just bubbles and turns bright red. Blistering welts explode all over their faces. And 3 of them fall onto the ground dead.
Nicely done.
The captain runs around the corner. "Oh! Steel yourself!" he calls out. And he's wielding a giant sword, hand and half sword. And he comes at you, Brew. Disadvantage. Feel my might. And it's a
Great.
miss. Again. Miss. So you too like to fight defensively. I do that as well, he says.
I see you have studied Itzagripa.
Yes.
Good choice,
Yes.
given the environment. Here we go. Finally, a little bit of the old sword and board, eh? Let those spellcasters do their stuff somewhere else.
Haha, let's
All right,
just
you there.
fight and die with honor. You
All
will
right,
do,
you
you'll
there.
you do the dying.
I'll look at the one right in front of me there. You there. On guard. And
That hits. And you just jam the war pick into his neck. Blood pisses out everywhere. Screams out in agony, but he's still standing.
same one.
And that hits as well. And he collapses. Draw the pick out. He falls onto the ground.
Good choice to have him fall down.
The other
Get killed
hobgoblin
first.
says, "You fight with no honor. You said on guard, but you weren't on guard. You were on the offensive. Lies! You have no honor."
Note taken. Good note.
Rolling.
So Brew looks like he's having fun, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna mess with his deal he's got going up there. Everyone that's close will hear a quick tune being played on the guitar, and you know what? I am going to cast Vicious Mockery on that one.
Nice.
You son of a bitch! I knew I should have went for that's a hit spell. Oh well.
He looks around. Oh, I can hear the elf. Where is he?
I'm not even an elf, you dumbass.
He spits out some chunks of the other hobgoblin's head that he had like lodged in his mouth. It's not too late to surrender to our might. All we want is the elf.
Oh, your might? Is that what all those charred corpses are up there? And,
Haha, you cannot fool me! Prepare for a rain of arrows! Now, men, from the east! Fire! He yells out. Said fire!
They're coming.
That's a very conspicuous sound of no arrows being fired. Dumbass. That's my turn.
Ren.
She did say she went AFK, I think, right? Or no?
Oh, she's here.
Oh,
She's invisible. You can't see her.
true.
Wait, if she's not dead, then who's moving her token?
Dun, dun, da, da.
But she's on mute. Does she know she's on mute?
No, she's just not
Yeah.
talking yet.
Yeah, I haven't said anything.
She's trying to roleplay a silent character.
Sorry.
She's being stealthy.
Pavel's like talking to Ren as she's going past. All stealthily. Hey!
I'm
Hey, what are you doing? What's going on?
sorry, I'm not a chatterbox. Shoot the captain with my hand crossbow.
Hit.
No, I don't have advantage, but yeah.
That 39 damage is insta-death for him. You put a bolt into his eyeball. And he kind of looks around a little bit. Oh, why? Why can't I see? What happened to my face?
Your fight is over.
Ugh.
Well fought. Bravely done.
He collapses and kind of leans on you, Brew, and whispers in your ear. I meant to do this. Dies. Cage.
I will firebolt that guy.
It's a miss. He
It is a miss, damn it.
holds his shield up, angling off the firebolt.
I'll move over here. That's all I got. Not
Right.
gonna waste sorcery points on these guys.
This hobgoblin like yells out behind his shoulder down this hallway. Reinforcements! We need backup! Not that we're having a hard time, but more the merrier! And he attacks you, Brew. And he misses. His longsword clings against your shield. The other two hobgoblin next to Darius, they rush him. They attack. And whoosh, one of them kind of pushes you into the other one's attack. You take 13 points of damage. And the other one, then the other guy pushes you back and
I'll cancel that crit
okay.
on myself.
All right, you take 8 damage with a cancelled crit. And Does it use your reaction? I can't remember.
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Okay, reaction.
Okey-dokey.
Powerful.
Gonna put down my pistol, take out a hand crossbow, and fire at this one right here. Damn.
Crossbow bolt does not go through his armor. It bounces straight off.
Again.
That hits. Right, the arrow glances his neck. A streak of blood runs down his armor.
Gonna hit this one then, after hitting that one. With my third tech. Ooh.
Hit. As they're like kind of pushing Darius around, they're kind of dirty fighters in that way. The bolt just hits him in the jaw. He's dead.
And then my bonus action attack to this one right here. Right, the last one left right there, yeah.
You quickly snap another bolt into the crossbow, and it gets jammed.
All this damn gunk on there.
Scamp.
I'm gonna frostbite this guy.
His arms start to freeze up, and then he just chuckles. I was born in the cold. You merely adapted to it.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. All right, Bane.
If you're gonna quote a Batman movie, quote a good one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like take out the whip and try and hit him. Bonus action, planar warrior though. That's
Miss.
gonna miss. Oh, fuck.
And another miss. As you come in with the whip, he like rushes you. He grabs your arm, and as you're in that jostle, he just starts to chuckle. You think this will be a win? We will burn the high forest to the ground. Every last trunk,
Ooh.
every tree, every sprite, every elf. They will all burn!
All right.
You cannot stop it.
Fighting words.
Brr.
I will salute this hobgoblin and then say, "All right, now, report," and swing at him recklessly.
Head. And he jumps to the side. The war pick scratches his arm.
Here's another riposte.
He comes back for a defensive stance, and that hits. He blocks the war pick with his skull. And he's
Nice
dead.
block. I can tell you meant to do that.
The tip of the adamantine war pick's coming out of his mouth. There's like one injured hobgoblin left. Heading down this hall, Brew, you look north, you look south. As far as you can tell, it's clear.
I think we scared him off.
Rolling.
Can't imagine what would do it, you know.
I know,
The
right?
roaring infernos.
You know what? I'm just gonna take the advantage rather than try to go for the vicious mockery. So
I hear you, elf. I know you're there.
too bad.
Before I die, I just want you to know, when you witness all of your kin burning, you'll think of me. I'll be
My kin
laughing
don't
from
burn easily.
Acheron. Dead.
I swear, the idiots to the end. I don't understand. They have good military strategy for the most part, but they seem like idiots. It doesn't just doesn't compute. No comprende.
Right, not so tough when they're not in their anti-magic field.
No, they're not.
Well,
I
I
had-
mean, when you when you take out, I don't know, what was it, like 20, 25 of them with a couple of fireballs, does tend to help.
All right.
Still close.
So, all right, the room you're in, Darius, it's pretty much empty. There's a door to the west, a door to the north, and there's the bodies of the hobgoblins. This hall that you guys are looking down, you do see some alcoves leading into doorways. Other than that, it's pretty clear as well.
As a quick curiosity, do the hobgoblins have anything of note as far as coin pouches or anything, or is it just kind of standard accoutrement?
Yeah, you search their equipment, and none of them have any coin pouches on their belts. They're just dressed in armor. They have shields, swords, longbows, quivers of arrow. No backpacks. No real items in terms of treasure. But I mean, there's about 30 suits of chainmail on the ground here, 30 long swords and 30 longbows. If you add all that up,
I'm going back invisible.
okay, and
I imagine my invisibility probably fades at this point.
yeah, that'll drop. No other magic sources detected at the moment, Cage.
Oh, perfect.
So, are we going to continue up
While you have that up,
here?
we might want to go and check the statue that we passed.
That statue of
Scaring the
Hannah.
statues.
Yeah, there's a statue of Hallister.
Alice the Black Cloak. You tell that insane look on his face from anywhere. His robe, carved with dozens of these lidless eyes. Even a few gibbering mouths are carved into the stonework. It's a very fine piece of stonework as well. Every little ripple of his robe, every little strand of his hair. And you swear it coughs. Oh.
Ah, okay. Well, let's just leave that as. We'll leave that one, I think. So, is there a door here?
Yep. 2
Or-
doors.
Okay. So, do we want to check out doors now that the hobgoblins are mostly taken care of? I imagine that there's still more around. And there's also the fire giant. Possibly more.
I have a feeling she would not be able to sneak up on us very well, so I'm confident that for
Good
now
lord.
we're in a good.
I hope not. If that thing could sneak, we would all be in a lot more trouble.
Kane.
But I think at this point we are here looking for things. So, what's behind door number 1?
I'll have a listen here.
While they're doing that, I'm going to look at it with my eyes of magic.
Alright, you're not detecting any magic. Brew,
Does the statue... Sorry.
Statues around this way.
Does it radiate magic?
No.
I would assume it.
You
No?
don't- Yeah, you didn't get any magic from the statue. And you can make a perception check, Brew. It's a stone door. Something would have to be pretty loud on the other side of it for you to hear it. You don't hear anything.
What do you think, Pavel? Sounds like rock.
Could be an earth elemental, who knows?
Could be. Probably is.
I mean, it sounds like rock, I guess, so.
Sounds Sometimes I wish I was a dwarf so I could.
Can I taste the door to see if that sense gives me any more information?
It's up to you.
I try to lick the door.
Oh, you don't know where that door's been,
It-
Brew.
It's very dusty. You lick
Hmm.
some dust off the door. It tastes not bad.
Ah,
It's not the
Hey,
worst
right.
dust you've ever tasted.
I got a little thing with my lung.
Well, maybe.
So
we
you're
could
not opening it?
I'll open it. I just was hoping.
Oh, sure. I was gonna check the other
Okay,
one, but yeah.
Alright, I'll open it.
Alright, like a cloud of dust wafts up from this room. And it kind of makes you cough a little bit. It's very, very dusty. And it's a crypt. You see an arched 20-foot high ceiling that has some sarcophagi made of almost like a greenish hued stone. And there are some inscriptions lining the room's perimeter. They're very faded.
Do they look like runes?
They look like Dethic, the dwarven script. You've seen enough of that
Oh
to
my
be
God.
able to identify that on sight.
Okay. Do liches live in crypts? Guys?
I suppose it would depend on the lich. I wouldn't say that they all live in crypts. It's a little bit on the nose.
This room gives me the creeps, not gonna lie.
I mean, it is a crypt.
Your detect magic goes down now, Cage. As you guys step in, there are 4 of these sarcophagi. And if you can't read Dwarvish, you're just going to see some... They kind of look like little runes. They're very, very faded, and dust has built up in there. As they're kind of like embossed on the walls, dust is kind of built up all over them. The sarcophagi themselves are kind of cracked. They look very ancient. They're all closed, their lids sealed with ancient dust.
I read Dwarvish. Did they say anything important?
Make a perception check. You're really having trouble trying to read them. It doesn't help the fact that there's so much dust in the room either. They look like names, but they're so faded that it's like dwarven names.
Just names.
You can barely even read any of them.
As I thought, the other door just leads into here. I want to if there's like a good thick layer of dust on one of the coffins, I would like to prestidigitate if I can to kind of clean it up.
Okay. Alright, you clean it up and you can kind of read the name a bit better now.
I mean, I can't read Dwarvish. So.
Well, Ren can read it a bit better now. The name is Zorak. Zorak? Zorak something. The surname is basically chipped away. Maybe like an L or something in there. Zorak L.
Right.
Does that name ring a bell to anybody?
It wouldn't.
I don't think so. I suppose that we can assume that these are Malakan dwarves. I think that's really the only dwarves that live down this way.
What dwarves?
Malarkan.
Malarkey?
Malarkey. Malarkan.
Malakan. They're the original carvers of
Unless
Undermountain.
I'm saying it wrong.
Malakan. It's like the
Malarkan?
King Malair was their king, and then Malair.
Okay, so
Kin.
Malarkin.
Malarkin,
Okay, so
yeah.
I had the second syllable a little off, but
Yeah,
you know.
your Elvish is good, your Dwarvish not so good.
I mean, my Elvish is non-existent as my Dwarvish.
I meant when you have tongues up. When you have tongues up, your Elvish is good.
Malarkeykin.
Well, I think that maybe we should just let these dwarves rest in peace. Move on.
Was that open the ancient crypt? Is that what you said?
No. Opposite of that, in fact.
You think a dwarf can become a lich?
I am many things. A Tomb Raider is not one.
Well, keep working at it. You'll get there.
You'll get there one day, Lara.
Where to now?
I'm gonna close the door behind me.
There's other
Okay.
doors in the room.
Alright, you guys treat the dwarves' resting places with respect.
Yeah, I mean, we fucked up the loss level so much that Roland feels kind of bad.
The chanting of the hobgoblins is pretty much non-existent at this stage.
Excellent.
Shocker.
There's a little bit more experience for you guys as well, because that last skirmish you had with the anti-magic goblins, there were 5 that you killed, so you get experience for those. It's not much. They're not very tough.
Every bit helps.
Alright,
Especially considering how close we are.
this
Yeah,
room...
exactly.
Yeah, fair enough. This room's empty, pretty much. There's just a couple of bodies on the ground, but there are some alcoves leading to stone doors, north, west. Darius is getting ready for something. Anti-life shell. Jesus, that's a door, Dario. Did he say something?
We don't.
Do you know something that we don't? Alright, west first, I suppose.
This is
Sure.
better.
Oh,
My friend.
Well, wait. Sorry, my screen's.
Brew, you're going around the room at high speeds.
It's like a
Don't even have
pinball.
haste on.
I'll have a little look-see for anything precarious.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Perfect.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary. There's dust on the door.
I won't bother looking at it then. I'll just open it.
I'm gonna check this. This is a door, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna check this one for traps.
you can make a perception check. As you step into this room, Pavel, there's more dust, more of this like ancient grave dust that kind of it wafts out, makes you choke a little bit. That door is fine, Ren. There's nothing that stands out. You can see in this room, it's another crypt, and there is another one of these sarcophagi that are made from this grey stone. And this one has its lid opened. The lid is dumped out onto the floor, and there are a heap of dust and cobwebs clinging to its side. There are small spiders crawling around on the ceilings here as well.
I'm dead.
This one has been plundered, perhaps.
Ren, wherever you are, do you check this door?
Door's good.
I opened this one.
Alright, the door opens to a very large hall. And it's empty.
Looks empty. Door up ahead. Hallway to the right.
This must be where the hobgoblins came from to flank us.
There is a bit of a loud noise. It sounds like the distant clanging of hammer on anvil. It's kind of
Coming from over here?
It's coming from this direction.
North?
We are looking for a Titan in their building, so that could be a good sign.
Yeah.
We got a door there too.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself with the guitar, so it's just a first level Cure Wounds, and every time I forget.
The first
We got
or
a long
second?
hallway going south here with light.
I thought it was the second level.
No, the uncommon guitar only gets a first level Cure Wounds. I
Okay.
think the rare one gets the level, like a level 3. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, there's some smithing going on beyond these doors. These doors are huge as well. They're 25 feet tall, made of solid stone.
I imagine that there are some fire giants doing some smithing, from the sounds of it. I believe that is what they are known for. Other than wielding very large swords and dual-wielding very large shields.
At the mention of more fire giants, Scam tosses you another heal.
There are different hallways leading off in different directions here. The hammering is very apparent, even beyond these mighty doors.
This must go down to where all the fireballs went off. I'm guessing that's where the hobgoblins came from to flank us.
Yeah, I think your lit arrow's still down there. Yep.
Yeah, it's fine.
You want to go north?
Well, towards the sound of the clanging, I imagine that wherever the clanging is, it's probably where our Titan is.
And lots of enemies.
That too.
Have we scouted everything?
We got a door over here to the, or a hallway over here to the right, and then a hallway down south, which was leading off to the side, where we killed all the hobgoblins.
There's also a door to the left.
There's a door over here, and then there's the large double doors when we first came over to this side of the complex that we didn't go through. But that's back a ways.
Anything nearby, I wouldn't mind making sure we don't get caught from behind before we get into something.
Not a bad idea.
There's the door over here to the right, upper right. Also, want to go check the right, the one on the left?
There's a door up there.
There's a dog.
Dog door.
Might be more crypts would be my assumption, but I've been known to be wrong.
I'll open the door.
Alright, you pull the door open and it's a little bit warmer beyond this hall. And you can kind of hear the distant sound of clanging coming from a whiles away. It must be a tremendous clanging sound, because it's very hollow and relatively loud compared to how far away it sounds, if that makes sense.
Careful, Cage.
This must loop around.
Mm-hmm.
Would be my assumption.
It goes north a little bit. I couldn't see much without sticking my head out. Ren, do you want to go take a look-see?
Sure.
Alright, you sneak on up. This hallway is kind of narrow. It's not size for giants. It's only 10 feet high and 10 feet wide. It does open to a larger room up ahead where you see several objects scattered about. The chamber is kind of oval shaped, almost like the ceiling kind of is flat, and there's a stone statue here. It looks like a young gold dragon set on stone rollers. It's looks like it's in the process of being chiseled out. Its head is actually of a dwarf, but it has the features of a gold dragon. It looks like it was a statue of a dwarf that's been worked into something else, perhaps an unfinished piece of art. It's only about 4 feet tall as well.
I'm going to keep an eye out for any possible traps on the floor as I go forward.
Sure. You can make a perception check. There's also another chiseled piece of rock. It looks like a human male's head, just kind of scattered on the ground. The way forward looks clear. You do not see anything hazardous. There is also in the middle of the room some sort of large barrel. And when you take a look at it, you realize it's actually a tankard, but it's massive. It's big enough for a dwarf to crawl inside it. And it has a chain attached to it. The chain is kind of dangling to the side, and it looks like it's fallen from the ceiling because it's crushed what looks like a stone bench. When you take a look at the stone head, you realize it's Hallister. Hallister's head. And you could swear that it winks at you, Ren. It gives you a little wink.
He has an obsession with winking at me.
Alright, this first statue that you saw was like very rough hewn and unfinished. This one is kind of a bit more worked, and this one it's like just a statue of a dwarf. Doesn't look like it's been chiseled into this dragon on rollers. That sound of clanging is quite loud, Ren, and you're feeling a lot of heat now. Make a stealth check. It sounds like there are some works going on around the corner to the north.
Okay.
Massive clanging of hammer on anvil. Alright, make a wisdom saving throw, Ren, when you step there.
Oh no.
And we're going to come back to you in a second, Ren. Alright, you guys are waiting here, and Ren's gone off. She's gone for a couple of minutes. What do you guys do?
Hey Cage, you got any way to contact her?
I can step forward.
Be careful.
As you come around the corner, Cage, something comes around the corner and meets you.
Uh-oh.
It's a hook horror. Ren, you're polymorphed into a hook horror.
I can't be
Oh, fuck.
polymorphed.
How so?
Ooh.
It's a thing. They're immune to all.
That's kind of possible.
Yeah. From
Changeling?
what I've read, that changelings count as shape changers.
You're a humanoid. You're not a shape changer.
Okay.
Yeah, they can be polymorphed. All playable races are humanoid. Alright, yeah, you're polymorphed into this hook horror, Ren, and you've got control of the hook horror. Actually, you don't see it because it's an invisible hook horror, so you just hear it. You hear like this clicking coming from around the corner.
Oh crap!
And
Disturbing and all.
yeah, you're a Hokara Ren, and your only goal is to kill everyone else.
Fuck.
And they'll roll initiative. You just hear this like Hokaras make this like clicking sound, and it starts clicking. And as you come around the corner, she's there. Let's roll initiative. Brew. No Ren, but well, you can hear something clicking. You've probably encountered Hokaras before, I would imagine, on level 4. You know that distinct sound of what a Hokara sounds like. Clacking.
Look at him. Ah, screen's lit.
Hokara. Maybe you guys didn't fight any yet, but I dare say someone would be familiar with their sound.
Oh, hey, Cage. What's going on? I thought I heard a Hokora coming, or I heard a clap.
Something right here, clicking away. I
Yeah,
can't see it though.
You can hear like something scraping along the ground, and yeah, it's right next to you. Scamp.
I'm gonna step up to there, and I'll hold a frostbite for when I can see something that is attacking my friends.
Okay. Okay.
Can I disengage against the invisible thing?
Yeah.
That is what I do.
Alright, you hear this clacking sound. It's from the Hokara's hooks whacking against its kite and making this like, it's kind of like almost like an echolocation that they have. It's actually a complex language. And yeah, you quickly tumble back out of the way. Alright, Ren, you got hooks for arms. Go crazy. Go ham. Alright, 25 is a hit. Brew, you're hit for 14 piercing damage. And then as the Hokara attacks, it becomes visible. You see this 10-foot tall, almost kind of like a vulture-headed creature with blind eyes and hooks for arms. Alright, Scamp uses Frostbite, and you need to make a Constitution save, Ren. You resist.
Them when I can make them when I'm monsters.
Alright, so yeah. Sorry, the Hokara resists as this icy wind surrounds it, and you've got 2 attacks. You try to hook Brew again, and he blocks the attack with his shield. And do you do anything else for your turn, Hokara?
I think that's all I can do, so. No.
Okay. If you're done, just hit the end of turn button so we can keep the combat rolling, please.
Oh yeah. Duh.
What have you done with Ren? You guys.
That's my thought. Exactly.
Roland.
Alright, let's just throw a firebolt at it. That's a very upsetting image there.
Hit.
Whoosh.
Firebolt slams into the Hokara's chest for 20 fire damage.
Not bad. That's it.
Havel. You're controlling the Hokara as well. Trish, you have to update the hit points and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah. Duh.
It's like it's you, but you're just on a mad
Forgot about
rampage
that.
of death.
I don't know. This is Ren because there was nothing, sadly, to indicate this. So I'm just gonna take out my hand crossbow and fire at this hook cord right here.
Hit. You hit for 10 piercing.
Another one.
Hit. Another bolt. Hits Okara for 8 piercing.
And another one.
Hit. Sink another bolt into it for 10 piercing.
Yeah, no, not yet. I need a more clear view. Bonus action, hand crossbow expert.
Hit. Another bolt hits Okara for 11 piercing.
Pavel would then be a little bit worried about, you know, whether Ren's okay or not, but then remember she's invisible and most things can't see her.
Well, Okara was invisible. Could this be Ren?
Can I make that sort of correlation or not?
I don't know. Can you? Should be able to.
Damn.
It's pretty 2 and 2.
Damn it.
Darius.
Damn.
Well, you're doing the right thing. You need to. Well, I guess you could try it. I mean, there is Dispel Magic, but you need to reduce her to 0 hit points to snap her out of it.
Okay, cool. So I do know it's right. Oh, thank God.
2 + 2 equals a Ren as a hook war.
Always.
Oh, you imagine Ren would have warned you guys if this thing was coming your way, and you've seen a polymorph before.
True.
Oh yeah, you imagine a hooker wouldn't get past Ren, it would be dead.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're
Damn.
going to dispel some magic.
Okay. Alright, you cast Dispel Magic. And you cannot dispel it.
Oh, I don't even get to roll for it? Ooh, okay.
It doesn't work. It's not a spell. It's not a magical effect that can be dispelled. It's definitely not a polymorph.
Cool.
Brew, it's Ren. Don't kill it.
You don't lose the spell slot either, but it does take your action.
Okay.
Brew.
Hey guys, this invisible hook horror, I think we should try to knock it out and ask it where Ren is. Because I think they can talk. I will swing at hook horror Ren or hook horror and attempt to knock it out.
Miss.
Not gonna knock it out like that.
I just can't bring myself to hit.
He's using the handle of the war pick, holding it by the actual pick.
Which end of this again?
Scamp.
So, putting the evidence together, I will not. I can't get up to it this turn. I'll just go there, and I will hold an action for if it happens to come into my square range for a bonk on the head with a quarterstaff, but I don't think that's likely to happen.
Cage.
I will do the same thing with my quarterstaff. Hold an action, ready to whack it.
The hook horror is out of control. It's got hooks for arms. It's doing stuff. It misses Brew. It misses Brew again.
So, I mean, I don't see any reason not to cast a spell at it. It's not going to kill. It won't kill Ren instantly. And I mean, there's no way that like a single cantrip would be able to do that to Ren. And we have plenty of healers on standby. So, yeah, I'm gonna firebolt.
Max damage is what it does.
Well, I mean, if it puts her down, if I even hit.
That hits.
That hits.
I'm shooting through a hallway full of people.
Yeah, it's large though, so you can shoot over the top of everyone. And with that 16 fire damage, this puff of magic turns the hook horror into Ren, who is laying on the ground unconscious.
Alright. Now it is best for Darius to heal. Makes the most sense.
And it would.
Cantrips don't kill people.
I will come over and feeling a little generous. We'll do a second level cure wounds.
You guys hear these enormous doors swing open.
Uh-oh.
A short while, like maybe a round or two, and then and coming around the corner is if you step any closer, we're gonna roll initiative. But yeah, this is just me describing it.
My thing.
You can move.
Thing's messing up. Hold up.
But the first thing he's gonna do is attack you guys. So just stay where you are for now. I'm just trying to describe something. Otherwise, he gets to move too if you move. So
Screen's messing up.
okay, he comes around the corner. You hear the doors swing open, and it's basically just as you give triage to Ren. Ren, you've got enough time to basically stand up. The fire giant peers his head around the corner, and you know they're absolutely massive. He's clad in full plate, and he has a large cage in his hand, and it's filled full of flittering firebugs. And he has a great sword sheath stuck into his back, and he's carrying like what looks like a large metal cog. He glares at you all, and he doesn't like you guys. He attempts to throw the cog at Roland. But we'll take a 10-minute break first.
Roland expertly dodges it with his elf-like skills. No big deal.
Appears that he heard you guys.
No, Roland's getting a cog to the face. This is.
All right, Roland, didn't you say you're always dodging when you're out of combat?
Oh, that'd be so meta.
I'll let that on my t-shirt.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Doing great.
Refreshed.
Okay,
My temples feel weird.
so this fire giant just bursts out of the door, swings around the corner, and his lantern kind of illuminates some of these adventurers that he sees. And he's got just a large cog in his hand. He glares at you with malcontent, Roland, and he's going to throw it at you. And you have a feeling he's not playing frisbee. Ren, you're up first. You've barely had time to even stand up and grab your rapier.
I will fire at him with my not my hand crossbow, my short bow.
You have advantage.
Yeah, I forgot to click that.
Hit. As he comes around the corner, there's no way an arrow is going to go through his armor, so you're going to aim for his neck. His neck is basically covered in armor as well. The arrow ends up glancing his cheek. A little drip of blood drops down his cheek. Brew.
Right. Rawr, run up here. Bonus action to rage. Hey, if you want to throw something, why don't you come over here and throw me? That'll learn him.
Darius.
Oh.
Yay, he's close enough. Playing my shield and cast Told.
Or not.
You hear the Dolores bell, but it falls on deaf ears. Nothing happens. Roland.
Alright, let's a lot of... You know what, let's tell him, let's see. How close is he? Oh, gotta get disturbingly close for this to work. I'm a betting man. Let's do it. Okay. I'm gonna tell him a very bad joke.
Alright,
DC 8.
Tasha's. He listens to your bad joke and he kind of leans his head in forward. He opens up his mouth and lets out a bellowing laughter. He drops his lantern, he falls onto the ground and he starts kicking his legs around wildly.
Oh, that turned out better than expected.
You tickled his funny bone.
Remaining 10 feet to there. Alright. I would advise we use this time to, well, get in a more advantageous position. And that is my turn.
Pavel.
I am. He is crouched and knowing that he gives me a bad shot. Well, either way, they both give me a bad shot, but at least one I don't waste ammo. So while he's down, I'm just gonna pull out Arcane Focus of Get the Yankee Eye. Crystallize Get the Yankee Eye. And cast Chill Touch on him. At disadvantage.
It misses. It just kicks it out of the way.
Well,
You don't want that pizza. Scam.
What is that? I'm not gonna ask.
That makes such sense.
it says in the description a bony hand. This is the only skeleton I can find. That was funny.
Okay.
That was funny.
I'm gonna.
Well, you didn't have to use a GIF.
It
Look
is
for dagger.
purple, after all.
Alright, get a good heal dagger, you feeling a bit better.
Thank you.
Cage.
I don't want to do any damage to him for fear he'll wake up. So I'm just going to step forward. And I guess I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. He's still rolling on the floor, laughing.
Damn, lucky bastard.
And he just yells out in giant, "Mo! Draco Vigorous! Relax!" Sounds like he's calling out some names. Maybe his buddies.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
Scamp. She speaks giant.
I do speak giant, yeah.
He yelled out names. He said, "Dralkoth, Ingrid, Truvax! We have intruders! Summon the hellhounds! Release the hounds!"
And hellhounds.
Hellhounds are
Ooh.
awful.
Maybe we should run. Huh?
I don't know. I kind of want to see Ingrid up close.
Ooh.
Dario, she would crush you.
That's half the fun.
No.
It would be a good death.
Whatever you say.
I'm going to go invisible as my action. Bonus action. Yeah. And I know they can't see me, but I'm gonna bonus action hide so they can't even hear me.
Okay. Make a stealth check. Any movement?
I did my movement. Just gonna hide.
Boom.
There's no way I can grapple this guy, right?
You can't grapple a creature that's 2 sizes larger. He's huge.
I challenge you, you puny giant. I've seen bigger, you know. I'll just swing a war pick at him.
That hits. You find a gap in his gauntlet near his elbow. The pick sticks into it. blood spurts out. That's another hit.
Oh, I clicked the wrong. I meant to
just
do the war pick.
roll the war pick damage. You stab the pick into him again, and so far, only small injuries.
Oh, you're tougher than you look.
Alright, Scamp, you've got company. You hear the sound of skittering claws on the stone floor, and there are some hellhounds bounding towards you from this direction. They move very quick. Darius.
I'm going to try this again. Why won't you just die? That's one from
He ignores the spell.
All right. Ren, you called out something that's coming, right?
No, you can hear them. Their claws
I
skittering
did
along the
not
ground.
call out something was coming.
I
though.
would have, yeah.
I will
Kind of
bonus
defeat the purpose
action.
of hiding.
I'm going to bonus action cast a spiritual weapon over by. Yeah, I'll cast it over by Scamp to act as a barrier. Oops. It's gonna. I'm casting it at second level, so it's just making me make an attack before I cast it. But...
Yeah, you can.
Oh wait, I'm
You
not.
can swing in the air.
I'm actually out of second level, which means it's going to be a third level.
If you do it at third, it won't do extra damage.
Damn.
But you can still do it.
Yeah, I don't have any second level spell slots, so. Well, no. When you cast a spell at third level, hard does 1d8 for. Oh, it's every 2 slots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it needs to be fourth to do the extra damage.
I'll do it at fourth then. I'll
Okay.
do the fourth. I've marked the spell slot for you. And there we go, 2.
Rolling. You're up.
All right. Ooh, I don't know how smart this is, but fuck it. I was hoping I'd be able to see another one.
Yeah, beyond this hallway, you can kind of just see the open doors, and there's tremendous amount of heat coming from that area, but you can't see any fire giants. You look up towards that hallway, and you get a little bit more of a view of the room. You can see a massive hammer and an enormous anvil. The heat coming from this area is it's making you sweat. Still no giants in that room though.
All right, I'm going to for the ones that I can see, which is everybody but Scamp and Ren. I'm going to bonus action power.
From that where you're standing, you don't have line of sight of Scamp. The wall's blocking you.
Yeah, well, it was everybody but Scamp
Oh.
and Ren.
Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, you can't see Cage either. The wall's blocking.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Alright, Brew moves.
No, Brew didn't move.
I moved.
Pavel
Oh.
moved.
Brew didn't move. Pavel.
Apple moves.
Which is my neck.
Hey, Pavel, look at the size of this one.
I want to lift its sword.
I bet you can't lift it with one hand.
Probably not.
I will move actually.
Yeah.
Alright, I am going to try and conserve some spell slots here, so I am going to pull out a wand and point it this way. And I'm going to cast a lightning bolt with the wand of lightning bolts.
He turns his body to interpose his armor, but it just conducts the lightning and zaps him. He coughs a little bit, and now he's looking bloody.
Yeah, that was a shitty lightning bolt. Okay, Alright, I've used action, movement, bonus action. That's it.
Pavel.
This guy probably has high AC, so even though I have advantage, it's not worth it. So I'm taking a commoner special after putting with my arcane focus and start shooting at this guy on the floor.
That hits. The bullets still kind of penetrate his full plate, even though it is a fire giant sized set of armor. That's a hit.
Oh, I have advantage.
Yeah, you've got advantage. Within 5 feet. He's prone. You got sharpshooter or crossbow expert. Another bullet, penetrates his armor. And that's a hit. You sink another bullet into him. Smoke powders washing over you. He winces in pain.
Lady Luck be with me tonight, Timora.
And a crit. As he kind of looks over the his right polder up at you, you just shoot him in the face.
Ooh.
And it just devastates him. He grabs his face, blood dripping down everywhere, and surprised he's still alive.
Excellent work, Pavel.
But I shot him in the face and he's still moving!
Scamp.
Gonna move away. There's at least two. I guess I couldn't really see him from behind the corner.
This guy?
There's
The
multiple
dogs?
doggies.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm running away from the doggies. I was gonna tell them that I saw at least two, but I don't think I actually saw them. But I can communicate I've heard more than two, because I think she'd be able to tell. There are at least two. Are there more than two?
You saw 2, Scamp. 2 hellhounds. Pair of pups.
We're going to attempt to frostbite this duty guy.
He holds up his hand to try and kind of block the attack, and his hand becomes sheathed in ice, and that ice starts to make its way down his arm. It freezes up his neck and his face, and the fiery glow from his eyes vanishes. He's dead.
Wow, that's amazing. You hit it with a con save spell and it killed it.
Well, my
Nice.
other option would have been a produce flame, but I was too far away, and somehow I don't think flame is going to work against fire giants.
Hey, it works.
+10, damn.
Okay.
Yeah, I confirmed that last time. So I am going to... nothing to do here.
Watch out for the doggies.
There are hellhounds hot on your tail. You know, there are other fire giants coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'll just move here, and then I'll... I think I got much else.
If you go... oh yeah, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, good. You're good.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I will use a tricky spell I've never used.
Alright. Link.
Fun when it works.
So then I guess I roll a d20, right?
Yeah, at the end of your turn, you can roll a d20 and 11 or higher, you're gonna go away.
Okay, so I'm still here. Okay. That's all. Guess I gotta click done.
Alright, you guys hear another set of stone doors opening from the room to the north, the Smithy room. And
Ooh.
Roland, you see a big giant, a female fire giant with like a burning hot blade in her hand. Her hair looks like fire, her eyes look like orbs of molten lava, and she's heavily armored.
Smoke.
She bursts through the door. Ren.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep it hiding.
Okay. You don't have to hide again. You can ready an action or something. If you want.
I will dodge.
Okay.
Just in case they try to throw something at my invisible body.
Brew.
Hey, Pavel. You can handle her. I'm gonna go deal with the pup.
Yeah, you go. I got this. Kind of, maybe.
Didn't sink.
Run down here. And, oh, don't see them yet.
They're around the corner.
Alright, I'll move up. I'll dash.
Alright, the hellhounds. You hear them. One of them comes around the corner here. It kind of has to stop itself, scratching its claws along the ground, and it'll jump at you, Brew, and try to bite you.
Down point.
Yes. Another one follows it and comes to a skittling halt around the corner here, and it opens its mouth and it just expels a 15-foot cone of fire that washes over you. Make a dexterity save.
Look at that.
The hellhound basically just looks like a dog. It's got these like heated glands on its underside. Its flesh looks like it's made from obsidian and it reeks of brimstone. Alright, you make the saving throw, Brew. So you take 11 fire damage. And some more. You hear another one. And it comes running around the corner and gets there. Right next to you, Brew. 10 feet away from you. And just doing a couple more things. Okay, Darius.
All right. Alright, I will bonus action hit the pink one, the one with the pink dot, with the spiritual weapon.
23 hits. Alright, the spiritual weapon just slams into the hellhound's face. It lets out a bit of a yelp.
And now I'll come to here, which should put me within range. And I will toll the dead that one, the one that I just hit with the spirit.
It lets out an even louder yelp, and some of its fiery glands lose their glow. Tufts of fur start to fall out. Its skin is cracked open, releasing this like lines of lavary blood. You guys here are just a massive door being opened, then heavy footsteps marching towards you from the smith room, followed by the growls of hellhounds coming from the smith room, which is this room over here.
Right.
Rolling.
All right. 15. Okay. Yeah, you did do that majestic hair. I'll give him that. Yeah. I'm going to play a quick tune on the guitar and then cast Hold Monster.
Okay.
6th level. To get both the fire.
Okay. There should be some more light in this room as well. Let me fix it up for you because the room is illuminated with fire beetles. Alright, hold monster on both of those fire giants. They're going to make wisdom saves.
DC 18.
Alright, as they're running, they've already like drawn weapons and they're coming towards you viciously, and they all of a sudden stop and they're completely frozen. Only their eyeballs moving around in their heads.
Ah, well, that's good. Then I will use 15 more feet to go right back up. Yeah, I don't really have any bonus action stuff I can do, so that's my turn.
Pavel.
Yeah, I'll stay here. Okay. Gonna shoot at this one right over there. Commodore Special. No, well... Alright, it's gonna push my luck a little bit with Sharpshooter.
A 14 is a miss.
Okay, taking out Sharpshooter. Now back to regular. I'm gonna just keep shooting at the one I shot before.
That hits. The hellhound yelps. The bullet grazes it. Hit. Another bullet sinks into the hellhound.
Last bullet. Damn.
That hits.
Ooh, okay, good to know.
Alright, this hellhound does a big when you hit it.
No, I'll still stay here.
Scamp.
We're gonna plop a moonbeam right there.
Oh,
Not
Moonbeam.
bubble.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, we haven't been in good spots to use it, really. And then Brute kept getting grappled into it, which was not great.
Alright, the entire hallway is just filled with that light from the moonbeam.
And I'll just corner over here. You got a brew.
Thanks, Kat.
As you look to the smith room, Pavel, you see yet another fire giant, and he's like yelling at the other one. And shaking her, trying to like snap her out of it. Cage.
5. Oops. 5. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and magic missile this guy.
Nice.
Alright, 3 darts. They whiz around the corner, past Darius and Brew's head. All 3 of them slam into the Hellhound, starting to rip off chunks of their flesh like fiery scabs.
Do I need to manually roll those other ones?
It's only 1 roll, and then you times it by the number of missiles.
Okay. And then I will go. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I will end my turn.
Alright, this fire giant's being scolded by her fellow fire giant for not doing anything, and she's just not even able to respond. Until now.
Ah, shit.
Kill the elf, she says. Kill the elf. She breaks free.
20 for point, Cage.
Oh yeah, you're blinking, Cage. Maybe.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, I'm still there.
Never mind.
Ren.
Thank you, though.
Here. I'll take a shot at the Hellhound Moonbeam.
That's a miss. Oh no, 17? 17 hits. You'd have advantage. You just... When you hit the Hellhound, you put the arrow like in its neck, and it just explodes. Fire consumes it. There's a billowing eruption of smoke and blazing embers, leaving just some tufts of scorched black fur that stain the walls and floor.
Okay, I will come back down here.
Yeah, swing reckless at the one right in front of me.
Hit. The pick pierces into the hound's side. It lets out a yelp and it's bloodied.
And I'll drop that pick and smash it in the head with...
That's a hit. The shield smacks the hellhound over the face. It's almost dead.
Bonus action attempt to grapple it.
It'll try to break free of your grip, and even with its best effort, it's not going anywhere. You grab it by the tail.
Moonbeam.
And it'll make a constitution save for the moonbeam. Moonbeam's still getting warmed up. It's been a while, so Moonbeam's still trying to get used to things.
Terrible rolls.
Alright. Oh, is it both damages?
Because there's 2 of them in it, so I figured they were going on the same turn.
Oh yeah, they are. Oh, then it's just 1 damage roll though, if it happens at the same time.
Oh.
Alright, so Yeah, this one first. It fails, and then it's just going to unleash its breath weapon on Ubru. Make a dexterity save. Alright, the fire washes over you, and you take 12 points of damage from a success. Alright, the other hellhound succeeds a save against the moonbeam. And they're getting smelted away regardless. They're almost dead. Even if moonbeam is still a little bit rusty. And this hellhound is going to run out of the moonbeam, turn its head to the side, and blast that entire section of the wall, hellhound and all, with its breath weapon. Make another dex save, Brew. Alright, this one strafes you. Very easy to predict. They really kind of... You can see the fire kind of build up in their glands before they unleash it. Your danger sense kicks in, and you take 9 fire damage. Meanwhile, 2 other hellhounds come running.
Oh no.
This one runs up to you, Pavel, and this one runs up to you. They open their mouths, and they double strafe you with their breath weapons. Make 2 dex saves. You're engulfed.
Okay. I'm using absorb elements because no to this.
Okay. Cast absorb elements when you take the fire damage. And you fail both saves. You take 10 and 9. 19 points of damage in total.
Could have been a lot worse.
Oops. And then you're going to store that energy, fire energy, in a melee weapon. Tiralai. Jokes.
Tiralai's gone.
Jokes. Just trolling you. And
Summon her back.
yeah, that's all the hellhound's done.
She would love that so much.
Darius. And you left Tiralai on a good note. Babel, don't ruin it now.
Move my spiritual weapon. That's 5, 10, 15. And swing at the hellhound north of Brew.
14 is a miss.
Alright.
Wait, is it +5? You did a +10 before.
Oh, yeah, because that's just my wisdom modifier. It's not the proficiency bonus. So it'd be add another 5. That'd be a 19.
Yeah, 19 hits.
Okay.
The hellhound explodes. It erupts into embers that stain the wall with its soot and fur.
I'll move it the 1 extra space, so that's the full 20 feet it can move.
It can like swing and attack, but after it attacks, it doesn't get to move again.
Okay, then I will leave it there.
It moves up and then attacks, and then that's what it can do.
Yep, no worries. Then I'm going to. Let's see. 5, 10. Hey, I can see things now. Cool. Sweet. The injured one north of Pavel.
Ooh, that's spicy. Ooh.
Oh, not much luck with the tolls of the dead today. It succeeds.
Well, the toll. Whenever the tolls are that high damage, they always succeed. It's a rule.
Alright, so there's another fire giant stuck in this spell. And he's trying with his sheer force of will to break free. And he's stuck. Rolling.
Oh, let's see. choke points are hard to do with giants because they can just like roll over your. They're so big they can just roll over your space. That's probably not a bad idea to fall back a little bit instead of being right in front of the door here. So I am going to pull out the wand of lightning bolts once again. These hellhounds are lined up nice and pretty for me. And I'll lightning bolt them.
Lightning bolts cut through the hellhounds, and the closer one, direct hit. The one behind it, not so much. It's hanging on by a thread, and then the lightning just cuts a fiery line through the floor and slams into that wall.
Alright, oh. Shit. Yeah, again, a lot of bonus action stuff, so I don't want to be in the line of sight of these giants though, so I'm gonna step back over to y'all. And that is it.
Powerful.
Alrighty, I'm gonna look at this one right in front of me, and in my mind just kind of say like, you know, rest in peace, you. Not torture soul really, but more along the lines of just harmed, hurt. The dog is hurt.
It explodes. It's just a soot stain on the ground with a few tufts of fiery fur still kind of blazing.
And this one with a little trick shot involved. Boop.
Miss. Too tricky.
Shoot it again without a trick shot.
Hit. The bullet hits the hellhound in the side. It yelps and it's starting to limp.
Bonus action.
And
oh wow.
It's like confetti, but little chunks of fiery hellhound fur. They start to just, an ash and smoke just kind of rain down in that area. It's like a piñata of hellhound.
Hobgoblin strategy.
Scam.
I'm going to just leave Moonbeam right there for now. And oh, I can't see anything.
There's one still paralyzed, but there are two that are not. So be prepared.
I don't want to run over there and then not have any movement because I'd have to dash to see. So I'm gonna stand right here, and we'll hold a frostbite for if we see a giant come around the corner.
That take your Moonbeam down.
Yeah, we'll require concentration to ready a spell.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, never mind. I always forget the concentration part for readying action. Or readying a cantrip or whatever. I'll take the dodge action instead.
Okay. Fire giants have been held off a little bit. One of them flashes forward. And well, I think he's got eyes on you, Pavel. Yep. Oh, actually. No. Oh, let me see.
It
kind of looks like he does, but no, there's a wall in the way. Alright, he actually dashes. He's going to slump forward.
More times we can get them to just dash instead of attacking us is good.
Yeah, they're coming from a little ways away, and you've definitely slowed their progress. Cage.
I'm going to step forward, so 5, 10. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. I am going to banish this guy.
He
Nice.
he vanishes. Now he doesn't pop, but he does disappear. So he'll be back in a minute.
5, 10. Yeah, I'll call out that I just banished him. He'll be back. And then... And I disappear myself.
Alright, when you vanish, Cage, you feel like you don't fully go into the ethereal plane. You're actually only on the border ethereal. The material plane looks more tangible to you than the ethereal plane does. Everything has like this kind of misty grey smoke coming off of it, and you can still see your allies and whatnot. And the rooms are all the same configuration. But to everyone else, you've vanished. You feel as if you can't actually leave Undermountain, even for a little bit, even if you're going into only the ethereal plane for a short while, even for a blink of an eye. Talister's magic prevents you from leaving the dungeon.
Okay.
Mechanically, it works the same, functions the same.
So it's just different than probably I've experienced in the past.
Yeah, usually you'll go into like the full ethereal plane where it would be like a completely different plane of existence. You're on the edge of both worlds. Alright, this giant, she's pissed. She's like yelling out, "Where did you go, Druvax? Stralkov! What are you doing?" She dashes. Ran. Her sword is glowing as well. It's like red hot. Like she's just taken it out of a forge. She got some light.
That's gonna hurt.
Are you muted, Ren? You shooting?
Yeah, I'm shooting. Just need to.
The arrow misses the Hellhound. Flies over the top of it, hits the wall.
They're coming from the north, right?
Yeah, around this corner.
Nah, I'll stay over there.
Her.
I'll release the Hellhound and pick up my war pick. And then, just because I'm all ragey, I will go ahead and swing the war pick at this creature.
That's a hit. And the Hellhound explodes, dies like the other ones. An explosion of fire.
Let's start running up here.
Darius. You can hear the enormous footsteps, and you can start to see the glow of this one's fiery greatsword around the corner.
Yep, bonus action move my spiritual weapon as far as I can, so right there. And let me see. 10 to there. Oh, hi. Hello, gorgeous.
Roland looks at Dario strangely, like he's got a weird thing for fire giants, I guess.
Snow, she says.
No shame in that, though.
She is like ripped as well. Like her bicep is basically brew.
He has a thing for strong women.
She's covered in sweat, Darius, but the sweat kind of evaporates as it drips out of her skin from the fiery hair.
I'm gonna hold out the hilts of the whip and say a few words and black energy as I'm casting light on her ass.
Wait, did you say light?
Blight.
Oh. I thought you said light. I was like, okay.
Specifically on her ass.
You really must be able to see it.
Alright, this
Eliminate all the best angles.
bolt of energy hits her and she kind of just
Damn.
brushes it off. Any roses that you had for her, Darius, in the area wilt as well from that spell.
Awesome. I will take.
She's really tough. Like, that would have easily killed a lowly hobgoblin or something, but she's very tough. Alright, the other fire giant's frozen and he's just trying to get back in the game, but he ain't getting
Break
anywhere.
free, but he doesn't.
Rolling. Good thing about these giants is you hear them way before you see them, so you can prepare for them most of the time.
Let's just start the corner. Trying to get. Yeah, I can see. I'm gonna keep holding on to the hold monster for now. Let's see if I can make her run right back the way she came. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at first level.
Okay. 16?
That's a failure. Hold on, let me
Ah!
cast the spell. There we go.
Hey, don't go that way, Drakov. There's an elf doing spells. Is it extra? Is it upcast or something?
No, I just did it at level 1, and that was my last level 1 slot.
Okay. She starts running back, grabbing her head, screeching out. She's next to this enormous anvil.
They'll be able to move up eventually, but we'll keep them at bay as long as we can. Move back. That's my turn.
Definitely hold them off. Powerful.
From what I am doing with the little marker thing, I think I have a clear shot, right?
Yeah, you go from your corner to her corner. You don't have a clear shot, but you have a shot. And you ignore cover, so yeah.
That's the beauty of it.
If you didn't, like, she has 3/4 cover, but you ignore it.
Okay, I'm just gonna test my luck again, because I like to. Because I like doing damage, and shoot
That
her.
hits.
There you go.
And the bullet breaks through her armor. And even with that mighty shot, she's barely flinching.
Again.
Hit. Another bullet pierces through her armor. She does kind of stagger forward and its fiery blood is dripping out on the ground.
And again.
Miss.
I mean, I already, only got one more left, so just gonna go with my roll right now.
Hit. Another bullet hits her in the back. Blood drips down her legs from her armor. And she's bloodied now.
That's good stuff. Good stuff.
She's kind of wincing in pain. You've put all these holes, like your bullets have cut through her plate. Scam.
I'm gonna try and frostbite her.
Turns around to scowl at you, Scamp. Ice starts to form around her arm and it causes her to just keel over even more and grab her hand, her frostbitten hand. Cage. you come back into the material plane.
Sorry, I was fighting with a puppy. I'm gonna step forward, see if I can see her. I know they're all attacking something up here. There she is. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at 2nd level. I don't know that this is set up right to cast it at 2nd level.
Yeah, maybe just change the spell slots around. Alright, the magic missiles, they're tiny little missiles, but they go right around the corner and all 4 of them slam into her, adding to her list of injuries.
And I'm going to move my screen, step back, and then roll 1d12. Whoops. There we go. And
Alright, this time when you vanish, Cage, you find yourself in the border ethereal, but there's like a stone table next to you and a small stone seat. And you see Halister Blackcloak sitting at the table, and he looks like he's reading The Waterdeep Wazoo. Butt naked.
Ooh, that
And
must be
he tips the broadsheet down and smiles at you. Ah, care to join me?
Naked old man. Ugh.
I'll just say nice to meet you, sir.
Alright, Ingrid, she's like got her hand on her torso, she's staggering forward. She like kind of slams this door open fully, blood just streaking the walls. Her hand is frostbitten, but it still reaches for a cog, large metal cog, and she tries to plink it at Pavel. Pavel, we've got half cover against this, and she's at disadvantage. She can barely throw.
Shield. Wait, no, wait. Yes, shield.
Okay, yeah, that cog is coming straight at you. It bounces off your shield and rolls on the ground. She's just breathing really heavily. I was starting to lean up against the wall, badly injured. Ren.
I am going to go invisible. Just I'll hide.
Who said that? Ren's missing. You're erased from people's memory. It's like Men in Black. Word.
As I'm running up, swap my war pick for a an axe, a hand axe, adamantine hand axe, and move up here and
That hits.
Nice.
The hand axe is embedded into her armor near her arm.
pick on someone your own size. Oh wait.
She looks around. Darius.
I'm going to... Here. Oh, hi. There she is.
Charge holes in it again.
Yeah. What do you think I'm gonna do? So yeah, we'll try one more time.
Surely her spirit is somewhat broken, and she starts to cough out rot. Her fiery hair starts to lose its glow, as does her eyes.
Alright. And I will. I got one. So I'll take one extra step back just to kind of try and be out of the way a little.
Alright, this fire giant goes.
Damn.
Excellent.
And takes a poop?
Maybe.
He's paralyzed. He can't even do that.
Paralyzed, constipated, same thing.
Yeah, I'm going to at her. I'm going to try and viciously mock her.
And she's mocked. She's down and beaten.
Is this all you can do? Rather pathetic, really. And then I'll run away. I mean, it's what elves do, right?
Powerful.
Still got a clear shot.
Figure out. You got this, buddy.
Alright. Let us see. Sharpshooter, just in case. Let's see how the first roll goes.
That hits.
Nice.
And it's a headshot. Fiery blood paints the wall and she slides down into a seated position. Her head just
Damn.
tilts to the side. Her greatsword falls from her hand.
Immediately run up to here.
How long has my hold monster been going, by the way?
It's only a few rounds so far.
I haven't been keeping up.
I still got a clear shot of this guy right here, and I get advantage, so I'm just gonna keep with this and start shooting at him with my other 3 shots.
Miss.
This guy here. Come on, just gotta keep going.
That hits. Alright, you sink a bullet into it.
Bonus action. Damn.
Miss. Ricochets off his armor. Scamp.
Hop right here. Move up more. And I'm gonna try and frostbite him, because that's what I got.
It's been working so far.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work this time. He's really kind of at the moment, so his constitution's really high.
I'm a concerned look and then back away.
Cage. Your appointment with Hallister has ended.
Thank God.
I'm going to ask Brew, you want to go up there and punch him?
I'd love to.
I'm going to cast Dimension Door.
Ooh.
And Brew and I are going to go say hi to this guy. Brew, go ahead and put yourself right in front of me.
Bounce.
Alright, you guys disappear and materialize in this room. This room is blistering hot. You can see Resting on the floor near this oversized anvil are these tall iron cages. They are filled with brightly glowing fire beetles. There's also some alcoves with a large number of mechanical pieces, cogs, spindles, bars and pipes, internal gears and whatnot. 2 doors on the north wall and a paralyzed fire giant right next to you.
So then I am going to hopefully disappear. Nope.
Ren.
Okie dokie.
Get within 5 feet, it's an automatic critical hit.
There's no way I can get within 5 feet.
You could get there by next turn.
Yeah, I know. I will. And then I will bonus action dash.
I feel the intense heat coming from this room. And the floor is almost glowing, like almost like a zigzag of red glowing lines. Did you use your action?
Yeah, bonus action. Yeah, I action dash.
Oh, okay, double dash.
So it's a double dash. Yeah.
Brr.
Well, let's see it.
Are there any big metal objects on this anvil that I could pick up with one hand and smack?
Anvil's clear.
Alright, I'll just take out my war pick and swing it at him.
There's tons of stuff in these alcoves, but nothing within arm's reach. That hits.
Nice.
And you
Auto
get
crit.
an extra,
Damn.
will be a 1d8 and a 1d6 on top of that. Alright, you just smash the war pick straight through his greave. It like splinters his shin. You swing again, but that misses. The pick does not penetrate his armor.
Oh! He's hard to hit, this one.
You know when you hit your shin?
That's gonna leave a mark.
Darius.
Dimension door is an action, isn't it?
It is an action.
So that's 30 feet. Okay, so, suck. Ever so slightly too short. Alright, never mind. Yeah, I'm going to dash as well.
Still stuck. Rowan.
Alright. 25 feet. 30. Just in case he is able to get rid of the paralyzation on his next turn. I'll go ahead and viciously mock him. Damn it.
He succeeds.
He's too busy trying to get out of the paralyzation.
He's focused.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Pavel.
Just to say it, I'm gonna Misty Step as my bonus action. So in my action, I'm gonna shoot the shit out of him. And just because I have advantage in crits. No, I can't waste this opportunity. No. Just I'm just gonna hit every one of them. Yeah. No thing. Nothing.
Hit. And it'll be an extra D10.
6 house. Again.
That hits. An extra D10. Critical hit. Alright, you're just like shooting up his legs.
Hopefully I don't have anything important. And last one.
Hit. Another critical hit. Straight in his groin.
So sorry.
Scamp.
I'm gonna try and frostbite him again.
He's a lot tougher than the others. His fortitude is too great. Cage.
Perfect opportunity to do this because no mage would ever do it normally.
And
So you should have disadvantage.
that's a hit.
Yes, sir.
Yep, 25.
Big.
Automatic crit.
Oh.
It's a crit. Another 3d8 onto that.
Oh.
Ooh. It's a melee attack and you're within 5 feet. Or it's an attack and you're within 5 feet. You electrocute the reaction out of him. His fiery hair is standing up on ends.
I do 15, 20, 25, 30.
Ren.
So I'll call out to you guys. Remember, one's still banished.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He might have fallen out of the order, Seb.
He's there. As long as
You got him?
you yeah. Usually like if it's banished I'll break initiative unless you like drop it during combat. But you can spend the next 30 seconds or whatever getting ready. But if he's not there then we won't stay in initiative.
Oh, I thought he got a...
He's in there,
Oh.
he's just hidden, you can't see him, but he's still in there.
Yeah,
Alright,
for some
so
reason I thought he got a saving throw every round.
you hit him, Ren. You managed to just get through his armor with a 19.
Nasty.
Alright, you just kind of like jump up onto his knee, kind of climb up all the way up to his head, and just grab his hair, tilt his head back, and just poke his eye out. Lift the rapier up again, poke his other eye out, and then ride him down as he collapses onto the ground. Do a bit of a double front flip and land gracefully back on your feet.
Still only counts as one.
Alright, I'm going to break initiative for now because the other giant is banished, so there's no immediate threats. Cage, you feel like you've got about 30 seconds before he'll get back or until you drop it.
So I'll tell them, guys, get ready for him to arrive right around here, I think?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's going to appear on Roland's face.
Let me not be
Somewhere
there.
around here.
I'm going back invisible.
Okay, yeah, you've got about 5 rounds or so to ready yourselves.
You guys ready?
I don't
As you're giving instructions, Cage, you're like blinking in and out, probably. So maybe you get
Oh, yeah.
your sentences get cut off halfway.
Oh, I'll
Yeah.
actually
It's actually
cast
sad.
with
So
the,
I'll,
And how long do you want to? I mean, do you want to break it early, Cage, or do you want to just let it ride out the 30 seconds or so?
no, I'll break it early. Once Brew and Pavel get there, I'll
I
not
did go
blink out.
invisible.
Okay.
and
I'll not
I'll-
blink out and then drop it.
Okay.
I think my rage would probably go down in all the.
It depends on how long you guys take.
As soon as they get there.
I just wanted to do one spell.
Yeah, you've
with
got
the
like
car.
you've got up to 5 turns, but it's when everyone's
Well, I mean,
ready.
if he drops it as soon as they get over there, then I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll do.
Are you dropping it then, Cage?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Right when Brew and Pavel get there, I'll drop it.
All right. Your rage is still going, Brew.
Oh.
He just
Found him.
he appears like kind of stood over Brew and Pavel, and he's like looking like he's ready to like run this way, and then he looks absolutely confused as everyone's behind him. He looks over to see the dead giants, and he's just whooshing. He's already got his greatsword out, so let's do this again.
One hell of a beard, though, sir.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ren.
Just within hand crossbow range. Oh, hand crossbow it.
And it's a hit, 23. Now he does have a shield and a warhammer in his hand, this guy. Alright, the bolt sticks into his neck.
And then
He's basically using a smith's hammer for a weapon. Like he didn't grab his weapon, he was just working and then, this'll do, sort of thing.
over here. Out of sight.
Okay, this room looks like an enormous forge with three hot glowing furnaces. Brew.
Yeah, step out of his crotch here and swing with the warp.
Hit. Now you stab into his boot.
You're a saucy one.
Miss. Just kind of kicks the pick to the side. Pavel.
I'm gonna already have out my hand crossbow, and to conserve ammo, just gonna shoot it with basically toothpicks, maybe.
To hit. You find a small gap in his arm, and yeah, it hits him in his tooth. That's a miss. Bounces off his armor. That hits. Right. That bolt hits him in the hand.
Bonus action.
That's a hit. Another gap in his leg armor. Hits him in the knee.
Pavel, you got something going on with your hand crossbow damage.
Damn it!
right?
Yeah, I didn't notice it till now. Shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Roll alright, well roll me 3d6. And then
Got it.
I'll deduct or add whatever it is. Difference from 6.
That's weird. It changed my whatever. Okay, 3d6. Change something else too. 3d6.
A triple number set. Lucky triple sevens. Well, it's the same damage.
How'd you do that?
How'd I do what?
Make it roll 6. Exactly.
I don't know.
Roll20 will occasionally do that.
Yeah.
Damages.
Probably the character man's messing that up. Alright, there's a solitary fire giant. Whoa, he just palms through this icy wind that starts to form around him. He starts yelling at you guys. You little beauty creatures shouldn't have come here. Now I have to smash you! You were looking for a fight. And he just tries to like smack Brew with like a backhand. And you need to make a strength save, Brew. And then he tries to tackle Pavel as well, so he moves like that.
You
Brew,
attacked us first.
you're knocked over prone, and you get an opportunity attack. Oh no, you're still raging, so you're good.
Yeah.
Alright, he just bounces off of you instead. You don't budge. And you get an opportunity attack when he tries to knock Pavel over. Pavel, you'll need to make a strength save too. Alright, he just deflects an 18 with his shield.
Bless me, Lord.
Pavel,
God damn it.
you're knocked to the ground prone. And because you're...
Uh-oh.
Indomitable.
Okay. Let's see if you can hold off. And instead, as he's like he's basically backhanding you with his gauntlet, you just catch his gauntlet. And kind of stop him in his tracks. Some would say
Indomitable will.
some would say you're indomitable. Alright, and with that, he's gonna just he kind of sway side to side with those backhands, and then he sweeps side to side with his hammer at Brew, and poof, hits you for 8 bludgeoning damage, and then at Pavel, and poof, he hits
Damn.
you for 17 bludgeoning damage. And he doesn't move. Darius.
I'm just going to hold up my shield, hold up the whip, and I am going to use my channel divinity to Path of the Grave on him.
Alright, his skin becomes cracked and blistering wounds appear all over him. His eye sockets become sunken and hollow. His fiery beard loses its glow, and you can see the portions of his flesh look very vulnerable to attacks only. It doesn't look like he'll be vulnerable against saving throws for some reason.
I do, I call out, Ren, that's your cue.
I am going to take the dodge action.
Do you want to roll a d20, see if you can see Hallister again?
Oh yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting.
Hallister doesn't forget.
Yeah, awesome. I get to go see my buddy.
This time you're actually like sitting next to him, and
You really do not want to be his buddy.
he turns his head towards you, smiles, and then he places his hand on your leg. Hello.
Awkward. See,
What
Pavel,
happens
could
next
be
time?
worse. At least you got sexy incubuses. He's getting creepy Alistair.
That creepy old man naked.
True. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
That's right. His grey hair and nipple hair obscures any of his modesty.
Oh, gross.
He's had time to grow it. All right, roll.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here? I think would be better. I think I'm going to take out the wand of lightning bolts, and since it won't screw up Ren's vulnerability, I'll go ahead and let loose.
He's hoping I hit.
Yeah, you'll hit. Don't worry.
The fire giant interposes his shield, and a bit of the arcs of lightning kind of zap him through the shield.
I seriously thought about running forward and like holding a shocking grasp, but for after Ren shoots, but no. I'm not gonna get close to that thing. Yeah, that's it.
Ren.
See you, Ren.
No, I do not hit.
Your crossbow jams. right when you needed it. Rue.
At least Bruce still has it.
Yeah, it's not going to be nearly as spectacular, but it'll be something. So I'm going to warp it.
Miss.
Or I might have spoke too soon.
And miss. Locks an 18.
Okay then.
Just puts his shield down in front of you.
Alright, Pavel, you need a crit. Here we go, buddy.
Pavel.
Why you put this pressure on me?
No
Okay, so this is serious. So with one hand, I got the, well, then again, I wouldn't have loaded it. Okay, this is serious, yes. Okay, drop the hand crossbow, take out common or special. Try and go with a sharpshooter shot so I can get max damage and shoot it.
Hit.
Nice. Good
Okay,
shot.
let's hope for a 16. Not bad, not bad.
Alright, yeah, 42 points of damage.
Not
You
bad.
shoot him in the face and rip off a heap of skin from his face. He's screaming out. "Ah!" He's close to dying.
Alright, let's just, yeah, keep going.
That's another hit.
Ooh.
Whoa, you hit him in the face again. He's about to collapse.
Another one.
And that's a hit. Headshot. He falls headfirst onto the anvil.
What is it with these fire giants and falling face first onto things I don't understand?
Well, not what I originally thought would happen, but well done.
They do it so that they get the final kill, not you guys.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm assuming these fire beetles aren't hostile.
They are trapped in cages. They are flittering around. There's about 7 or 8 in each cage. They got these red glowing glands that give off light. They're using them as lanterns, basically. Alright, 4 dead fire giants and 5 dead hellhounds.
Good fight, guys.
Oh, I feel
think
a
that's-
level up coming.
Level 14.
How much do you guys need for level 14?
1,000.
A little
Eight-
under
Plus the
900.
870.
Yeah.
870.
79.
You guys get 800 plus 78 plus the rest. You get 3,350 XP.
Ooh.
There we go.
Yeah, fighting 4 fire giants is not a small thing. That was a good fight, guys.
Plenty of XP.
Well, guys, I need to sleep, being a mage. I would say we
sure.
take a rest before we move forward, if you guys can.
I'm feeling a little exhausted myself.
It's
You,
kind
feel,
of
you probably don't feel too safe sleeping here.
Right.
Not at all.
Depends on how you're sleeping as well. But yeah.
I was gonna ask.
I'd like to search around first, though.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna ask if can I? How big is a giant fire giant's finger?
about 3 times the size of your finger.
Pretty big.
Go on invisible.
I'm thinking arcane components, maybe. Another wand of fireballs.
Yeah, you could take Fire Giant's finger and use it like as a component for like the wand or something.
It's rather
You're-
grisly.
Oh, you have to get it from somewhere. Do not.
Well, I mean, this one just looks like it was made out of wood. Like, hold up, the one I have.
What do you think bone looks like after it's been used for a long time? Yeah, I'll
Still
harvest a finger.
Pretty sure this is still wood.
Alright, so we'll wrap it up here for tonight. You guys can level up to level 14. If you do use your Charactermancer, just jot down how many spell slots and hit dice and resources you have, because the Charactermancer tends to fill everything back up, and hit points too. Yeah, those of you that prepare spells, obviously you'll need to do that on a long rest. You'll gain your spell slots that you do gain and any other abilities that you get from level up. And we'll start next session with you guys in this Malakan foundry and smithy. And you can see what exactly is going on here. I'll see you guys next week.
Sounds great, Seb. Thanks.
Later. Thank you.
Right on.
Good night.
Hey, Seb.
Level 14.
Oh, man.
Woohoo!
Magical secrets.
I finally